For several years, Yale has banned the use of cigarettes in and around campus buildings. And, as Yale tells it, new technologies and pressures aren't going to change that. We go to YTV's Jack Newsham for more.
Under Yale's smoking policies, you can't smoke in any of these places. Smoking in and around buildings and anywhere on the Yale School of Medicine campus is strictly prohibited. But some experts are pushing the university to go further and restrict electronic cigarettes, battery-powered devices that deliver a nicotine vapor. Dr. Suchitra Krishnan has done research into e-cigarette use among high schoolers and thinks the university should consider banning them in some parts of the campus.
I think at this point we just don't know enough about them to classify them as safe or classify them as in any other fashion. Once we know more about them, once we know what they contain, what they do to people, we will be able to differentiate them from cigarettes. But at this point, I don't think we know enough about them, and they should be regulated the same way.
Dr. Benjamin Toll, who developed a smoking cessation program for Smilow Cancer Center that has helped hundreds of patients, says he tells them there's no reliable safety data on e-cigarettes, and that some smokers might use e-cigs as crutches instead of stopping smoking.
It's a divisive subject, although I will say that it seems that people are leaning towards banning them in medical centers. I personally think that's fine.
Despite having considered banning cigarettes as recently as 2011, Yale, for its part, hasn't issued an official policy on e-cigarettes. But some e-cig users don't like the idea of regulation. They say e-cigs give them a low-key way to get nicotine that doesn't harm themselves or others. Saybrook sophomore Josh Marks has been using e-cigarettes since last fall, and says he's smoking less as a result.
And this is definitely I had a smoker's cough when I was smoking a lot of cigarettes, and maybe exam week, for example, I might have had a bad cough because stress and smoking and these things don't go well together. But with this, I really don't have any issues.
At Yale and across the U.S., the debate on e-cigs continues. For YTV, I'm Jack Newsham.
Thanks, Jack. Gateway Community College recently became the first public institution in Connecticut to ban e-cigarettes.